Alright, y'all. We are trying to put these bearings back in the swing arm of the Yz250. They're still very, very tight. So I'm going to take this wire brush here on a drill and just kind of, as you can see, all the little aluminum files you can make with that. It's pretty nice. Really shine that up in there. I mean, I'm not a machinist, but tell you what, it seems like it's gonna hopefully go in there a little better than it did before, because it don't want to go in there very well, I'll be honest with y'all. Just any different. They all seem to be the exact same size. Like, they were very hard to get out. And I mean very hard. Kind of damaging the powder coat by doing this, but you know what? That's the point of the powder coat, to get cracked and scratched. I think it is. Aluminum dust is probably very toxic. I'll read that in the comments. I didn't think it was going to take this much doing, I'll be honest with you. I thought it'd be done. There we go. I can feel it. There we go. That, guys. Just a little file, and that's all it took. A little filing. Also made me a little board with some holes in it. Just different sized holes, so I can put it down here and do some rudimentary pounding. I'll tell you what, I'm not good at much, but I'm pretty good at hole pounding. I pounded me a lot of hole. Ah! Oh my gosh. Got my string hanging down from pants underneath because it's cold. I'm a mess, but there's really nothing else to say. Just a standard mess. Oh, that's not the best thing. I call this the no press method, you know? But be sure you put something in there like this too, otherwise you'll have just a bunch of needle bearings. You gotta repack them by hand. Like, you know, it's just not the best thing in the world. There's better things out there than repacking the bearings like that. Like hole pounding. That's a pretty good thing. Really a big fan of it. I have this diagram here. Upset I'm missing some bearings out of the diagram, but you know, that's why God hates us sometimes. See if you guys have to be deep enough to set this in there. I'm guessing. They all look like they're the same freaking size, which I guess is good, because that means this is a brush that's 1¼ inch for 1¼ copper, like a 2-turn brush. 1¼ ID, I want to say. Here's what it is specifically. if anyone cares. I just cut it off. Cut it off like a drunk white bitch. And again, I got my grease from the 1950s. Let me know in the comments if grease ever goes bad, because I got a lot of it. So if it does, I've been putting bad grease everywhere for like 20 years. So whatever. You can't win them all, they say, you know? They don't ever say it to me, because I say kabooyah. I like to install my bearings with the numbers out. I like to try to anyway. And then I'm putting this little piece back on it. Oh. Cleaning my hands of the grease, and potentially the blood later. But I can at least tell you, based upon this diagram, I'm doing this one right. We'll get to the other knuckle bearing right here in a minute. It's gonna be a long video, you know? I don't have a press. I don't even want to press. I mean, I do want to press, but you know. It's more the principle of the press. And I had a bad experience with the press growing up. I went to go press out the front variant of a 4-wheeler one time, and I shattered all the aluminum around the object I was trying to press out. Ever since then, I've just been pressing with a hammer. And you can press a lot of shit with a hammer. I pressed all these out with a hammer, so one would logically think I could put them all back in. What? Oh, you... Alright. The anger and the resentment grows inside me right now. The anger and the resentment grows. It does. It's growing right now. It's a festering fool. That happens to be a solid 3/4 inch hole right there. I don't know how many millimeters that is. I don't really convert both ways. I convert one way, straight to inches. I can tell you how many inches this shaft is, though, if anyone's interested in shaft size. Who would have guessed them bearings are as fragile as a Republican snowflake right there? They're just fragile, you know? So my advice to you, if you do this yourself, after watching me, would be to keep this little shaft it comes with. Keep this roughly, I don't know, 3, maybe 4 inch shaft. Keep her in the hole. Because other than that, you're gonna end up picking out your bearings, and then you're dropping needle bearings everywhere and stuff, and it ain't gonna be good. It ain't gonna be a good ending. It's gonna end up with you swearing a lot. It's gonna end up with you asking if there really is a God. Why does he allow humanity to suffer in his name? That kind of stuff. It's just not gonna end well for you. So, it's something to think about. Mm. Mm. There's a lot of things you can think about right now. As you're watching me shove my fingers in this hole. A lot of things you could think about with this. You know, a lot of these Japanese machines and vehicles are very tight, they're very fine. I got these big fat American fingers, you know. I just picture there's a Japanese engineer laughing his head off right now. Being like, big finger don't feel so good now, do it, motherfucker. Something along those lines. You can blur that out later with their algorithm. Big dick don't feel so good now, do it, huh? Big hands, big dick, American motherfucker. Can't fit into tiny Japanese machines. But I'll be honest with you, tiny hands do have their place in the world. So I assume so do tiny penises. I don't know. I don't know anything about that life. Tiny hands would probably work good for a lot of technical jobs. Probably a lot of healthcare, a lot of surgery shit. Really reaching in, grabbing that stuff out of you. So, but again, I got this Keystone grease. It's from circa 1950. It's still greasy as all get out. Sure, there's lead and everything else, and it's a healthy grease, man. It'll get you going. It'll get you where you need to be, I tell you that. It does feel nice. But yeah, keep the shaft in. It's a 3/4 inch hole I drilled in a 2x4 to hold that little shaft. That 3/4 inch hole is pretty crucial. So based upon this, looks like I have, man, looks like there's a lot of things. Oh, that's a washer and a nut. I think it might just be the 2 seals. Looks like I got a bearing, a seal, a washer, a nut, a bolt, because on the back side I got a bolt, got the bearing, a seal, and then there's just the bolt. I'm just assuming it's just gonna go straight seal. Also, based upon the parts I have here, nothing else would fit, because, you know, there is no God. We're alone on this planet. I mean, besides for aliens, but I don't really consider them a god, in the sense of the word. I gotta go get a caliper. I'm an idiot. Why is there no God ever? There it is. Fucking godless bastards over here. Don't worry, guys. Coming right back. I gotta pet this dog real quick with my foot because my hands are all greasy. Alright. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna take my little Harbor Freight caliper here and I'm gonna measure this. I'm seeing about 0.17. And then yeah, it says I'm good all day. Sounds like you just drove that in by hand, like a gosh darn OG. Like pretty much, wow. I mean, some people are gods among men apparently. I don't know. Like, I was within 0.0, I measured 0.17, it's at like 0.19. It seems pretty dope. I'm pretty happy with it. Just gonna push this in by hand though. Cause you know what, why not? Whoa! Little CPR there. I do like that. So what do we got here? I assume that pretty good at that. So, okay, 0 this. Oh, this is one thing I don't like about the Harbor Freight thing. Sometimes shuts off on you. That's frustrating, you know? Like, you're trying to do something over here, you know? This says it needs to go deeper. Maybe just a couple more hits, it says. It's just like acid. A couple more hits will always do you, you know? Whoa, that's way too deep. And again, it's just like acid. Yeah, that's way too deep. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly like acid. I couldn't think of a better metaphor there. I went in and now that's way too deep. Oh, well. I would say it's off by 0.04 inches. Right? Jesus Christ. That's a 1/4 inch in there, boys. I was looking for 0.2. He's a madman. That's okay. I think I'll just tap this one in a little bit to match it because, I mean, if it's worth doing, it's worth overdoing, right? Give it one more tap. If I keep seeing stuff out of the corner of my eye. Your calm demeanor, though, really sets me at ease. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna call it good, eh? That's what I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it good. Oh. Be aware these seals are directional in case anyone cares. You gotta put this side to the outside. This side is just the inside. It's got like a ring on the inside of it. It's pretty cool, you know? It says bearing and seal setter, I think. I don't know if it's a seal setter, but I'm gonna use it as a seal setter, you know? I'd say the seal set. Fucking seal setters, eh? So, oh, there we go. That's how you set a seal there. People watching at home are probably yelling at YouTube right now, saying, this guy's a clown! He's a fucking bearing clown. Whatever you say has no bearing. But, you know what? This has a bearing in it now. It does feel pretty smooth. It's not bad. I felt smoother, but you know. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna keep on keeping on with this piece. And we're already at 20 minutes, boys. It's gonna take us an hour with no press just to get these going. But I would shine these boys up real good, you know. Shine them up. Because then you get one set, you know. It's like Eminem once said, don't miss your chance. Just to let heaters lighten. Very cold outside. Very cold. But, you know, whatever. Little cheap caliper comes in handy. Oh, I just got grease all over the good hammer. Complacency has no place sometimes, you know? But whatever. Sometimes you just need a little machining. That's all you need. Just a little machining with a DeWalt drill and a bare hand. That's solid machine work, guys. I don't care who you are. That's solid machining. Let's go see. Whoa. I don't know what's gonna go in. I probably could do a little bit more honing of it though. Honing and owning, you know. Because it's not great. It's not bad. It's alright. But it's not great. I mean, I don't know. Do I have confidence I could push it in there to the correct depth? I don't know. I've gotten this far. There is the we still running out of pieces of parts. That's always a good thing. You know, some are going in. Some aren't, but some are going in. Do I have faith I can push this all the way in? I don't know, man. It's gonna be a hard push. Might have to go do a little bit. Maybe 80,000 frickin' needles. Yeah. I hate these bearings. They're just like, I don't know why. All balls, make your bearings not come apart. You know, if you're listening, all balls. And if you don't want me to talk shit, send me a press. I mean, yeah. I have the drill on high speed too because I'm impatient, you know. I don't got time to wait around. Ain't no one got time for that. I can see my hands are covered in aluminum. Makes me think I might have taken something off there. Was it enough? I don't know. But yeah, I'm upset these bearings come apart. All balls. Like super upset. Half this video is just me repacking bearings from All Balls Racing. And I think they need to send me a lot of stuff. New bearings, new dirt bike, new car. Maybe stuff that doesn't break down all the time. Yeah, how about a new girlfriend? I'd like one all out of steel and bearings. That way she doesn't break down either. Keep blowing the hips out of them, you know? I break them in half and they break my heart. Story as old as time. Alright. I'm just trying to put some bearings into place here. Oh my god. Someone help me. There we go. That was absurd. All balls fix your bearings sometimes. You know? It's like whatever you say has no bearing. It's so scary. There we go. That feels more like when I hit it, that's how it should feel, you know? It's like a beautiful wife. When you hit it, that's how it should feel. You should get a certain feeling about it. Oh. Spousal abuse is never funny unless you make it funny. Oh. I guess the press would be awesome. Bearing installation tool, my fucking ass. You know? Just the bearing installation hammer I'm using then. By the same principle, it should be, right? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Different size holes. We got like 1.5 inches, 3/4, 1.25 inches. You know, how many bits you got? How much wood you got? Oh. Now I'm gonna try to center this one because, you know what? It's like, why not? We're here. We might as well. So it needs to go that way just a little bit, eh? We're really abusing the heck out of it, you know? Maybe one hit. Just one hit. That's what they always said, right? I just need one hit. I just want to feel something, man. You know what? It's within 0.1 millimeters. I'm gonna call it centered because, you know what? they're just gonna fall out, aren't they, as I pound the other one in? You know why? Because God really does hate you. He said you've forsaken my name. You've done a lot of swearing and slandering at that of your neighbor, and now I hate you. I'll always love God because I'm not that kind of person. Oh, putting the seals in by hand, satisfying. I don't know. Feel like I lost a seal. Damn it. Nope, here it is. I was about to proclaim the lack there of being an omnipotent being in the sky. Oh, it really was, but... Trying to put the seals in is harder sometimes on sunset. Oh! Now I need the bearing tool. Oh, set them in there. Set those bearings down. Oh, we're setting seals. Sorry, we're setting seals. A little abusive to the powder coat. But you know what? What isn't abusive anymore, you know? The more and more you think about it, we're all just products of abuse. But, you know what they say, good people weren't forged in good times. A very wise man once said that. The answer is me, right now. I said it. Oh. So it looks like we have, some sort of retainer ring, maybe? I don't know. Because there's the seals. They seem like a little different seal. I don't know. There's not much room in there for anything else. I don't know. I do know the bearings go in here, though. You can really feel it. When you have it honed in there right with that wire brush, you can feel it go in just right. It feels nice. Feels real nice. That's really all there is to it, guys. It's a lot of pounding. It's a lot of swearing. And I mean, it's anger. Gotta remember, it's anger that sets it down. And there's a lot more to set, so I got a lot more anger in me to bestow with you guys, you know? I got like 40 more bearings to do at least. Got a whole box of bearings. Oh my goodness. Oh, what? Oh. Oh my God. Oh my God. All kinds of noises were coming out of me there, eh? Thought for sure I was gonna die. I saw a horse nearly collapse. That would have been rich. That would have been a great video. It could have been a short in and of itself. Oh, the grease, the 50-year-old grease. Oh, it struck again. 4.4. Alright, I'd say it's close enough on this one too. We got two more. Oh, I see what they're saying. These are different. I see. I can only assume that is what they're talking about. Because those don't really fit in there. They're a little loose. How do these fit? I don't know. Not that well. I don't know. If I gotta take seals back out, I gotta take seals back out, you know? Guess it's a learning process. And what I'm learning is, should have bought a press. But a press would be a lot cooler. I'd be getting tail all the time. Be scoring with a bunch of chicks. Alright, but that's that. Doesn't look like I did anything. But these little bastards got their parts in them. They got their bearings in them. They're greased up. You know. Gotta give a shout out to All Balls. They make bearings. Sometimes you need to do a little wire brushing to make them fit, though. Nothing wrong with that. Till next time, folks.